Stranger Things 2 came out in October, and after taking my time watching it, I finally finished it. So here's my review of Stranger Things Season 2. Let's start with episode 1, MADMAX. Okay, first things first. What's that? See those things behind Will? In the Upside Down, there are these machines that contain tiny little Marios that run around and jump and stuff. Okay, first opinion? What? How did they come up with this stuff? Well, turns out, the Mario Box champ is none other than new girl, Max, or Maxine. But is she even human? Notice how her hair is red. The Duffers really didn't skimp out on special effects in this season. They even made it look like a ginger came to life. And episode 1 also brings the return of Hawkins' favorite power couple, Sid and Nancy. But a first-time watcher may not have noticed, in the scene where they're eating Kentucky Fried Chicken with Petunia and Vernon Dursley, there are tiny little glasses on the chicken. This, of course, implies that they're not eating Kentucky Fried Chicken. No, they're eating Kentucky Fried Barb. The subtleties in this season are amazing. This episode was a great kick back into the series. I give it a 1. Thanks, Netflix. Okay, moving on to episode 2. Trick or treat, freak. Remember that movie Miracle of Life you had to watch in high school? Well, this episode starts a recreation of that, which honestly, I kind of think was a cheap way of instilling fear into the viewer. But it worked. This is also the return of Eleven, but if you look closely, she's a ghost. Take a look at this picture. I personally think this plot device was used just to cover up the fact that they got a new actress to play Eleven. Notice in this picture, it's a different person. Her hair is longer. I don't know why they even got a new actress. What was wrong with Bobby Brown? This episode gets a 77. Episode 3, the POLLYWOG. If you love Stranger Things because of the references to old culture, you're gonna love this callback to famous 80s movie Air Bud. This episode is about a weird tiny frog thing that makes the basketball team, much to the dismay of new character Billy. Although I feel like they only included Billy just to be an antagonist to Air Bud. And also, does Rob Lowe have nothing better to do than have a mullet? Bring back the grinder! Who's with me? I give this one a 19 at best. Episode 4 and 5, Will the Wise and Dig Dug. Here's my review of these episodes. Give him a shirt! Why isn't he wearing a shirt? Give him a shirt! Why isn't he wearing a shirt? Episode 6 and 7, The Spy and a Lost Sister. I actually fell asleep during these two. So, how do you stop a Netflix show? I didn't get to see these ones. Episode 8, The Mind Flayer. This episode really showed Bob's potential. And by potential, I mean potential to sweat. We also got this classic line. Just to remind the audience that what you're watching right now isn't real. This episode gets a solid 11. Just kidding, it gets an 8. Finally, episode 9, The Gate. Did you just move like by yourself? This episode is great character development for Sid. Here he is with a towel around his neck. That means he finally took a shower after 2 seasons. The episode ends with 2 poodles eating the heads of Nancy and Dustin, foreshadowing that they probably won't be back in the 3rd season. I mean, how can they survive that? They're kids. Counting up the scores, this season gets 2 thumbs up. I said 2. Tune in next time when I realized I was watching Riverdale the whole time. Is that true? Give him a shirt!